Cinderella
by Roald Dahl. I guess you think you know the story.
You don't.
The real one's much more gory.
The phony one, the one you know, was cooked up years and years ago and made to sound all soft and sappy just to keep the children happy.
Mind you, they got the first bit right. The bit where, in the dead of night, the ugly sisters, jewels and all, departed for the palace ball, while darling little Cinderella was locked up in a slimy cellar, where rats who wanted things to eat began to nibble at her feet. She bellowed,
"Help!
And
Let me out!" A magic fairy heard her shout. Appearing in a blaze of light, she said,
"My dear, are you all right?"
"All right?"
cried Cindy.
"Can't you see? I feel as rotten as can be."
She beat her fist against the wall and shouted,
"Get me to the ball. There's a disco at the palace, the rest have gone, and I'm jealous. I want a dress.
I want a coat.
And earrings.
And a diamond ring.
And silver slippers.
Two of those.
And lovely nylon pantyhose."
So not like that, I'll guarantee the handsome prince will fall for me.
The fairy said,
Hang on it, see?
she gave her wands a mighty flick.
And quickly, in no time at all, Cindy was at the palace ball. It made the ugly sisters wince to see her dancing with the prince. She held him very tight and pressed herself against his manly chest. The prince himself was turned to pulp. All he could do was gasp and gulp. Then midnight struck. She shouted,
"Heck, I've got to run to save my neck."
The prince cried.
"No, alas, alas."
He grabbed the dress to hold her back as Cindy
"Let
shouted.
me go."
The dress was ripped from head to toe.
She ran out in her underwear and lost the slipper on the stair.
The prince was on it like a dog. He pressed it to his beating heart.
"The girl the slipper fits?"
He cried.
"Tomorrow morn will be my bride. I'll visit every house in town until I've tracked the maiden down."
Then rather carelessly, I fear he placed it on a crate of beer.
At once, one of the ugly sisters,
The one whose face was blotched with blisters,
sneaked up and grabbed the dainty shoe and quickly flushed it down the loo.
Then in its place, she calmly put the slipper from her own left foot.
You see, the plot grows thicker, and Cindy's luck starts looking sicker.
Next day, the prince went charging down to knock on all the doors in town. In every house, the tension grew. Who was the owner of the shoe? The shoe was long and very wide.
A normal foot would get lost inside.
Also, it's not a wee bit icky.
The owner's feet were hot and sticky.
Thousands of eager people came to try it on, but all in vain.
Now came the ugly sisters go.
One tried it on.
The prince
No!
She screamed.
Yes, it fits with me, so now you have to marry me. The prince went white from ear to ear. He muttered, "Let me out."
"Oh, no, you don't. You made your vow. There's no way you can back out now."
Off with their head.
The prince roared back.
They chopped it off with one big whack.